when it comes to rematches, one thing that you'll notice is that second fight is usually so much different than that first fight. And what we see with Canelo and Triple G, which is coming up within less than 2 weeks, is that they are going to fight completely different fights, especially Canelo. Okay, in those first couple rounds, as far as rounds 4, 5, and 6 early on, Canelo retreated every time to the ropes when he felt either threatened, okay, or he wanted a breather. And I felt it was more that he wasn't in condition to handle the punches of Triple G over the consistency of those rounds. Triple G would follow him there, okay, and then sometimes he would go to the body, all right, and other times that he would just he would mix up a combination from the head to the body. But the thing is, in that second fight, he's going to go to the body early. He knows if Canelo decides to go to the ropes, which I don't think he'll do in this second fight, he's going to be in big trouble. So the one thing that we'll see here, especially in that first fight, is that Canelo comes out and he comes to the middle of the ring, which he should feel pretty comfortable in the middle of the ring. And when he is there, instead of fighting and staying there and stabilizing in the middle of the ring, he throws 1, 2, 3 punches and then retreats again. And he goes back to the ropes. And that became a pattern, especially in those middle rounds. So you would have Golovkin chasing him, but in those middle rounds, you see that Canelo felt that comfort zone of going back there. And for some reason, he felt like his counters, he would go back and back and back and then decide that he would throw a couple punches in the middle of the ring, but it wouldn't be the same. In this second fight, I think he's got to stay here, all right? And he's got to use angles. He's got to come from the right. He's got to come from the left. He's got to step back. He's got to throw combinations, uppercuts, hooks. He's got to mix in because he's got to fight one of his perfect. He's got to really fight a perfect fight because this time around, Golovkin will certainly know that, hey, I can take advantage of this guy. I'm still the same size. I'm still the bigger fighter. Okay, and Canelo still has the flaw of, hey, I'm not a bigger fighter. I don't have a great reach. My jab is somewhat inconsistent, and I think this is where Triple G is going to say, if he goes to the ropes, it's over because I'm going to attack mercilessly against the ropes. And I think that attack mode is really one of the main differences between what we're going to see in that first and that second fight. Canelo has to understand that in that first fight, you have to pace yourself against a guy like Golovkin. And he only fought in batches. He came up, fought, retreated, all right? And then later in the fight, he started to avoid doing that as much. But when we get to this rematch, let's look and see how does Triple G make adjustments, how does Canelo make adjustments, and we're going to see how it reflected what happened in that first fight. I'm Christian Judah J. Canelo Triple G. The rematch is in less than 2 weeks. I'll see you at the fights.